we are here to talk about tribal leadership. And what we are is we're a couple of guys that are interested in culture. We're trained as strategists and leadership people and so on like that. And about 11 years ago, we began to notice a phenomenon with the companies that we were working with. And one of the phenomena was that 70% of all business strategies failed. And we thought that was shocking. And so we decided that what we would do is we would start to look into that. And in looking into that, we found out that 70% of all business strategies fail for one reason, and they fail because culture eats strategy for breakfast every day. So that became a kind of a signal thing to us that we needed to kind of like wake up, smell the coffee, and start studying cultures. So Dave and I started just kind of looking at it, working with it, and so on like that. And over the course of it, what we saw was that in organizations, just as we've been doing for thousands of years, cultures fall out in tribes, and they fall out in various stages of tribes. So what we're going to talk about with you today and share with you is what we've discovered about the various layers or levels or stages of the tribes in any given culture. And the punchline for today is going to be stage 4. Okay? So be listening for what could occur, because this is a company that is on the verge of stabilizing itself at stage 4. There are 2 levels of this conversation. The first level is the one that we've been having, which is linguistic. It's all in language. It's all in what we say. My life stinks. I'm great. You're not. We're great. They're not. So that's the linguistic approach to it. But how many of you have noticed that in life people lie? Ever seen anybody lie? You have, haven't you? Yes. People are smart rats. They actually learn how to say the right thing even though they're not practicing that. It's a function of not actually being lined up or correlate on their word. So how we check is we go to a higher sort of checking device, and that would be physics. We're going to take a look at the structures of the various levels. And in the structures, we can see, oh, this is what they say, and we can see if what they say actually lines up with the way that they relate or that they are hooked up to other people. That is the impeccable way of looking at it. So, if you take a look at stage 1, alienated, these people are alienated, life stinks, these little red dots represent the people in their tribe, the people that they could be with. And where are they located? They are located outside of the group. Now, you could have some compassion for somebody who's in this space, even though that's only 2% of the people. You can have some compassion, because would you not feel like life stinks if you were not connected to the other people in your life, if you were outside of them? Yes, you would. Human beings are social creatures, and if we're not being social, we're doing something that is antisocial. There's a pathology to it. So stage 1 is a pathological sort of state. Stage 2, my life stinks, is a place that we've all visited, if not daily. We visit it from time to time. The difference with you is you've trained yourself to pull yourself out of it. But I want you to go back to a time when you got out of elementary school and you went into middle school or junior high. And I want you to remember those first few days when you were wandering around not knowing anybody in a bigger environment. It was kind of overwhelming. And there you were amongst all of your fellow students, but not connected to them. Now, the background of this particular conversation that we're having, all of the conversation that we're having today, is about power. Human beings access power through their connection to other people. No connection, no access to power whatsoever. So, stage 2 is probably talented, probably a good person, probably a well-intended person, who takes on a position that I'm not going to play that game because power to them looks like force, not the same thing at all. And what they do is they're amongst and they're of it, but they're not connected to anybody. So if you took a look at that, you could see why they could say, my life stinks. Now, stage 3, this is a kind of a joined at the hip to stage 2. This is a smart person. This is a person who's figured some things out and figured out some things that are like very, very essential in their growth and their development as a leader. What they figured out is that they need to put people around them who are effective at doing things. So they actually have commoditized relationships with people around. You're not Joe, and you're not Fred, and you're not Ruth, and you're not Sybil. Who you are is you're the person who does this function, and that function, and that function. And it's my way or the highway. And if you don't get it done my way, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace you. This is a hub and spoke relationship. I will pull out the spoke and I will put somebody in there who wants it more than you do. That's a stage 3 relationship. You know that it's been a thrill for us to be with you today. Yeah. We consider it an honor and a privilege to be with people who are up to big stuff. And you're up to big stuff. So thank you very much. We hope to see you again in the future.
Thank you.